I was having a video conversation with an artist and he was talking about the fact that he has some savings, but he's getting stressed out about the situation that every song costs him a few $100. So his savings, they aren't that big, and he's a bit of a wit's end because he's like, man, everything I do costs me so much money. And I'm like, okay, well, what's your promo budget? And he's like, I haven't really, I bought ads one time, I spent like $200 and then I stopped because I can't really spend money on this. I don't really have money to spend on this. Everything is going into creating the music. And I want to talk about this because I found a solution for him. And I think this is a solution that you can use also. And some people, they actually do this from the start, but some people don't know about it. So today, you're gonna find out how to save a ton of money in your music business by actually spending the money right and not wasting it on doing things that you shouldn't be doing. I'm gonna give you a system which is gonna literally save you thousands of dollars. And the reason I'm doing it is the number one reason people fail and actually quit music is because they decide that it's time to quit music. Because music isn't paying their bills. And everybody comes into a situation in this life where you just need to get the fucking bill paid. And people quit because they can't do that. So today we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make sure it's not you, and we're also gonna make sure that you're not wasting your music budget. The first thing I want to show you to get an understanding of how to do this properly is literally a motherfucking balance sheet. I never want you to think that you're an artist or a musician without thinking that you're also a business. And being a business changes some things. This means that you have money coming in on the left on the balance sheet, and you have money coming out on the right of the balance sheet. And if you have more money coming out of your business than it's currently making, then you have a failing business. And we don't want that. We want a successful business. We want a good, profitable music business. So while there are some things that you can do to add more money to the left side, which we will talk about in a separate video, today I want to talk about the right side of the balance sheet because chances are that your expenses look a little bit something like this, okay? So say you work probably full-time, right? You have an average salary of like 40K, and some of your income is going towards expenses such as, of course, your housing and your food. You know, you gotta live somewhere, your car expenses and all that stuff. And then you have some savings left which you spend doing music. After all your taxes and everything, you essentially use this little part of your savings that some of it goes into music. And usually what this will look like is after all your living expenses and stuff are taken care of, you need $30 to buy a beat. At least. This is the cheapest. This is like the bottom line. I'm using bottom line numbers. You need $60 for a studio session. Then you need $120 to like mix and master, the sort of average low price, yeah? Then you need to buy TuneCore for like $12 a month. And then you need to buy a cover art from an artist, or you need to pay a photographer for a photo shoot for your cover art. And then that brings the grand total of making one song to about $322, which is a fuck ton of money because A, you want to have a lot of demos stacked up, you want to have a lot of music, you don't want to just be sitting with one or two songs. And B, well, that leaves no money for promo because ideally you need to buy Submit Hub, ideally you need to buy ads, ideally you need to buy like drip and stuff for filming and to make sure you look fly. Maybe you want to pay an editor to make sure that you have more time. You want to buy like content equipment, or maybe you want to pay for something else like some features or other types of promo. How are you gonna do that if you're spending so much money here? And this is what's killing a lot of careers unironically. So today, we're gonna get rid of this, and you literally see I moved this bracket. I literally moved this little bracket from the top here to the bottom here, because if you spend this same amount of money that you spend making a song on actually promoting a song, you will be making progress. You will be meeting new fans, you will be meeting new supporters, you will be putting your name out there and your music out there, so you actually have a chance of building a stable career and putting more money on the left side of your balance sheet. But unless you're marketing yourself and you're just wasting your money creating the song, That's not gonna happen. You're just gonna keep wasting money because you're not even spending any money promoting your business. How are you gonna get clients if you're not promoting your business, bro? You got no money, you're broke. But it's fine. One thing that's not fine, though, before we look at the solution, is people say, okay, well, I don't want to use your solution because we're about to talk about a few things. I don't want to do that. I want to keep doing this because I'm serious about my art and I want to make money from my art. And my answer to this is, to cover your $300 and something of making a song, you need 150,000 streams on that song to make that song pay for itself. Realistically, between you and me, right now, do you think you're getting 150,000 streams on each one song that you invest this money into making? Realistically not. Let's just be honest about it, okay? So here is the solution that I proposed to the artist, and he liked it and he seems to be doing it. I also know many artists who actually have hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners that we applied this solution with, and it's working for them really, really well. One of the guys I've been working with, he actually, all the money he was saving doing this, he used it to buy a new PC so he can like better edit videos and better edit content. So the first thing I want you to start doing is, instead of buying your beats, I want you to get free beats or free for profit beats. Now, most beats are going to be on a free license for YouTube and SoundCloud placement, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be putting it on Spotify. You can still put it on Spotify if you're doing the free for profit beats, but the downside of free for profit beats compared to just getting normal beats on a free license is that there are fewer free for profit beats in general, and also generally free for profit beats are kind of lower quality. That's just how it is. Okay, so we're gonna get free for profit beats, gonna invest in minimal recording equipment. If you're a Jeffrey, all you need is about $251 to buy like some headphones, an okay mic, and the Focusrite card, as well as like a mic stand and the fucking pop filter. If you're a Jeffrey, just get that. You don't need to spend any more money than this on your recording setup. You don't ever need to spend money at a studio. Just fucking record at home. Record in a closet, just put a towel over your head. This will do. This will be enough. Trust me on this. Hits have been made with less than that. That's why I just want to quickly mention that if you're an Adonis, a USB Blue Yeti is literally all you need, okay? People blew up making songs on fucking BandLab into their Apple EarPods. So a Blue Yeti for $120, if you're like really down bad, this is all you fucking need, bro. Just make sure you also get a pop filter, okay? And that'll be that. You can start recording and making your music for free. Now, I know there are gonna be some haters, some fucking chuds that are like, oh man, this is gonna be terrible sound quality. Yes. What I want you to build here is an MVP. I'm using business terms because I'm helping you build your music fucking business, okay? I don't want you just being a brokey anymore. I want you to be a businessman, okay? An MVP is the minimum viable product, and this basically means the most rudimentary, bare bones foundation of the solution that you can possibly make. The most bare bones thing that you can make. But it is sufficient enough for early adopters, your early fans and your early supporters, and it is something tangible that customers can touch and feel, which in your case is just your music, okay? So if you're doing your music and you're developing a new style, you're serious about developing like fire lyrics, actually meaningful, interesting punchlines, and if you're serious about getting your music out there and starting to promote it, with limited money, an MVP is all you should focus on making. Because if you go out there and you try to make an industry-grade product, you're gonna fucking bankrupt yourself and your career is gonna end right there. Now, after you finished making your MVP and you finish the basic setup, you need to invest in minimal content equipment. And the minimal content equipment is literally a phone and a portable ring light. Make sure this ring light can be plugged into like a power bank or something, or if it has its own power supply that you can charge. That way you can bring it around and you can film your free content to help promote yourself and actually get your music moving and get some motion in this game, okay? Making music is not motion because you're not moving anywhere. The music won't speak for itself. But if you do all this and you just start promoting, then you will be getting motion and you'll at least start getting some traction. Okay? Then what you do is you literally pay like 15 bucks a month subscription for SoundCloud and you use your content as free marketing. And if you do have budgets left over, instead of using this budget to create your songs like we did here and bankrupt yourself, now you can use the same budget to instead market your music and actually start pushing it. Even a few $100 every month is already more and much better than if you were spending it here. Literally imagine this the same as like drop shipping, okay? If you know anything about drop shipping, you know that all you need to do is buy ads and do content, and then a drop shipping business can work. Because if you spent a bunch of money actually making the product, well, you haven't marketed it, nobody fucking knows about it, and now your business failed. But you're spending a few $100 a month actually marketing, you're making progress, you're taking the right steps. And if your song starts doing well and you see that a song is slightly popping, then you put it on Spotify, okay? Then you buy the beat and you post it to Spotify so you can actually make the money because you invested in a song that is proven. You're not just throwing money at the wall anymore, you're only putting songs on Spotify that are proven to start doing well. And that way your money is actually talking and your money is actually working and not being wasted. Then, when a song is doing well on Spotify, you can join my school community and get money. You can literally raise money, use the knowledge that I give in there to get more money and put more money into the song that is already working, that is already building momentum. You do like a remix version, or you spend more money on ads, and that way your song will actually start approaching this mark and it will actually start making its money back. But until you see motion in a song with a minimal budget, why the fuck would you spend more money either making more songs or pumping more money into a song that is failing? But if it is working and you spend more money on it, it's gonna blow up and do really well and people are gonna love it and you're actually gonna get paid for making this song, and the promo budget is also gonna make itself back. So with this simple system, I hope I was clear as hell, and honestly, it's not gonna get easier than this to just put your song out there for free and start getting motion, because if you do, that is real progress, and that is what real progress looks like. But if you spend all your money back here, then you're fucking wasting it and your music isn't even getting pushed. And if you like this video and you want a video about actually spending your budget well in terms of strictly promo, I will make a video about spending your promo budgets if a lot of people request it in the comments. And meanwhile, check out the school community, it's got a lot of helpful materials, and watch this video next.